Okay, we're doing more Control Warrior today. Same kind of thing that we did the last time. Keeping the Brawl out, replaced it with a Whirlwind. Kind of performed okay the last time. We didn't really miss Brawl. And we had a few use cases for Whirlwind that were decent. So figured we'll continue the experiment. And yeah, a lot of people were asking. Well, a few people were asking me to continue on with Control Warriors. I figured, why not? It's pretty fun actually to come back to it. I was gonna stream this yesterday, play Control Warrior yesterday, but just got distracted with other things. Enjoying the outdoors for one, which was nice. First time actually getting out in quite a while, and chest improving and stuff, which is real nice. Alright, we're gonna shield slam this. So yeah, I was gonna stream late in the evening, but then I got sidetracked on just got hooked on another stream that I couldn't look away from. It's you know, with all the controversy surrounding like gambling and stuff, it's been whatever, a hot topic of conversation, but it's a guilty pleasure of mine. I absolutely love watching those the slot streamers, that kind of thing. And yeah, for the past like month and a half-ish, something like that, there's been one in particular that I've really enjoyed. Ooh, this is... I guess we just shield block. Yeah, probably War Axe something next turn. Oh man. If I knew that was coming, I'd probably War Axe and then execute. Yeah, this is unfortunate. We'll see. But yeah, it's Wes, by the way, is his name. Wes BTW on Twitch and YouTube and stuff. I think we actually do go with Harrison here. This game's gotten weird all of a sudden. And yeah, I mean, everybody talks about, like, you know, the big gambling streamers. You hear Train and XQC. These guys throwing around like hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars in some cases. And you know, as like crazy and wild as that is, it's... Oh, and we're getting soul fired. Ugh. This is where you do wish you had Brawl. Shit. 4, 8, 10, 11. Okay, I still think we'd throw out Karen. Might be able to recover the shield block, but we're hoping for like Sunwalker or Alex. Yeah, but I mean, these are guys with like so much money anyway that if they win, they lose, they can lose $1 million. They'll make it back from sponsorships and whatnot anyway. So like, the stakes aren't that high, right? See, he's playing around Brawl. This is why it's cool to chill on Brawl, or to get rid of Brawl, because now he's got to think about it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This is not bad at all. So yeah, the reason why I like watching this guy, very, very like rough around the edges, you know, tons of cursing and like, you know, very mature audience kind of thing. But yeah, now we can execute here. So nice. But actually like a sweet guy, deep down, I think, and kind of a guy that you're rooting for to do well. I think... God, I don't know what we do with this War Axe. This is my only question. You got enough mana to equip it, but is it worth hitting something? I'm gonna chill on it this turn. And yeah, so it's a guy with like not a lot of money. Yeah, he just did a charity stream surrounding like suicide prevention, all that, and that was really cool to watch. And he'd been on this crazy hot streak where he went from like pretty much no money to, well, a lot of money for him, like $50,000-$60,000 at one point. And yeah, you're watching one of the craziest like gambling runs ever, and just hoping it doesn't go south, because the guy seems like a fairly sweet guy or whatever. But he's also got like a crippling gambling addiction. 4, 5, 13. I don't know if we risk it with the Black Knight or if we just pain and armor up. I think I just want to pain and armor up. So yeah, he had all these like crazy moments over the last like month and a half where he almost lost all this money, and I felt so invested watching again and again and just hoping that he wasn't going to lose it. And last night, the stream, he lost $35,000, and it was like watching a train wreck. Like, it's just so, you don't want it to happen. You want to look away, but you can't, because it's just, I don't know, it's so fascinating and sad all at once. Alright, we can play the Black Knight. Are we dead, though? I think we need to draw something good off of this, but I don't even know what it is. Black Knight, that. Let's see. Let's see what we draw. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna do all of this. The game can run the math for me, but I'm pretty sure I'm dead, right? We do that. We do that. We do that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, doesn't actually matter what we do. So anyway, yeah, I haven't watched this for like a month and a half. I'm finally seeing him lose it all. It was just like, crazy stuff where I'm watching the bets that he's making, these giant bets. If you've got $50,000 net worth, but you're betting like $10,000, $15,000 on a single 50-50, I had to like take my headphones out, just watching this vicariously, having like a sick feeling in my stomach. But yeah, I was thinking about it, and it's like, I'd like people, I could see why people watch my stream, and it's probably, usually the comments are like, it's chill, it's relaxing, it's whatever. And I think it's like, it's an honest representation of how I play the game. Like, here I lose a game against Zoo, but I don't get real upset. The stakes are just not there. If I rank up, if I lose rank, like, who cares? Doesn't really matter. It's just kind of about having fun, interacting with the community, all that. But the stakes of this, I think I actually like these two here. Yeah, the stakes of watching someone like gamble their life away is just, I don't know, it's fascinating. More fascinating than any television I could watch, any other just like basic gaming stream. But yeah, not in like a good way either. It's not fascinating fun. It's more fascinating, depressing, and weird glimpse into gambling addiction and what it turns into. Just, I don't know. Makes you think a lot. Definitely gets me thinking about like, I was talking to my girlfriend about this, like the TLC shows that are all about like people who maybe they're born with birth defects, or they weigh like a crazy amount, like 600, 700 pounds, something like that. And yeah, people are drawn to that because it's like such an outlier lifestyle, right? It's I mean, there's even a show, right? That My Strange Addiction. If you haven't seen it, there's some just wild addictions on there. People like eating mattresses. I remember it was like a really popular one. yeah, it's not something that you watch and like laugh at, or you like I don't know, you'll feel good after, but for some reason you want to watch and you want to find out like why do these things happen. I don't know, this stream was just another version of that, I guess you'd say. But yeah, too real. Anyway, that was... I think I'm just going to play this and not swing. You can slam and hit and kill or like execute. But we even got a chance to like gore hell next turn and just steal the board into 7-8 here. And anyway, that's my super long-winded explanation as to why I didn't stream yesterday. It's actually a really tough choice. There's not a lot you can do about this Sunwalker. Because if I gore hell, I can't slam. If I slam that, it's still 2 hits. And I can't get in to finish it off. Because I could hit, I could get in, pop the bubble, and kill. But then you can't get an effective swing off. And he's potentially got a BGH target, which I don't really like. I think I'm just going to do this. And again, just chill. Then we might end up slamming that. Like, we've got a way to heal, we've got a taunt to kind of wait. I guess we slam this instead. Okay, let's see what we get. Drake. Alright. I think we're fine. He's not into combo range yet, unless he's going to innervate. So the 4 damage is hopefully fine to take here, and then we can... Well, I guess we set up lethal for Alex, or we Sunwalker survive. Four mana? Is it like a Yeti? We win on a Yeti. Oh, Senjin. Okay, so Alex is not lethal against the Senjin. If we hit, it puts us into combo range, but we can get this down and armor up, which is fine. Hit this, push damage. I don't really see a way for him to get past this, right? If he silences, even with the craziest hand, if he keeper, silence, double innervate combo, we're still not dead.
I must safeguard.
There's the keeper. Swipe, I guess? Yeah. 4, 8, 12, so still not lethal. But very close, right? 4, 8, 16, 20. Trying to see if we could get lethal here with Reg. Because we could go 4, 8, 12. Reg, see if it hits face. Or the keeper. You can Grom into that. Which is fine. It's just kind of whatever. Yeah, I don't really see a way to do it. I mean, let's just Reg. We don't need to. Grom here, drop that to 5, do that. And with 2 fiery war axes in hand. I doubt the 4 damage to his face is actually relevant, but I also doubt holding on to a 4 attack Gore Hell really has any value, so whatever. Wow. Oh, what a draw. I think we were fine without that, but if we didn't draw it, it's still a game. You probably Grom into it, and then maybe those two. I'm not sure you take the hit with the War Axe there. But yeah, it would have been slightly more. interesting at the end.
Versus Nemzi.
Okay.
Let's have some fun.
Good draws. Be much nicer to have a coin here, but can't win them all. At least I really like this though. If you can get like 2, 3, and then 2 in hero power. Alright, young priestess probably.
The light protects me.
Oh, the squire. Well, that's fine. Had answers to both.
You shall not pass.
Interesting. I think it's better to get this out now. You've got all kinds of potential ways to kill. Because you can Taskmaster this. Oh, okay. Like here, I think you just hit and you Taskmaster that and armor up. Yeah. I think that's gonna be better. But we had all kinds of options before the silence there. Corrupty cat with the follow, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Ooh. Do I slam here? Golems are so weird. I don't think I do. I think I just want to do this. Now it kind of sucks that he gets an efficient trade there, because then it like removes the value of slam, but I'm probably playing one of these 6-drops. We've got lots of health. We're likely to get a draw off of this. Jeez, okay. I was going to say, unless he runs a second owl here, but... Alright, that whole situation unfolded different than I expected. But the reason why I like holding onto the slam there is actually to help against Doomguard in the future. Now, I know we don't have a... I think we actually get Carnat here. Because we just don't need the taunt from Sunwalker. The bubble right now is good. But there might be a more favorable time later. But yeah, we don't have an execute now, but this helps us draw. And, you know, we didn't see a Doomguard yet. It's a way to damage him and set up for an execute, because it's not always that easy to do on board warrior versus Zir. In fact, it's quite rare. Oh, this trade here is just beautiful for us. Wow. Love it. Absolutely love it. And then this is where I think we Sunwalker. Because we just get like super efficient trades, right? Like, the way it stands right now, he's got no silence and he has to trade his whole board to clear that. Now there's lots of buffers, and again, you could Doomguard, something like that. Alright. Oh, a Power of Overwhelm to do. This guy's got a really like old school Zoo style, actually. It's kind of refreshing. Power Overwhelming and is it Shield Bearer? A couple things you don't normally see. So we could Drake, Slam, Hero Power, or we could Grom. I actually don't know what's better. But I don't think it matters. So I'm just gonna Grom. Especially with 2 Power Overwhelmings gone. Hey Sotos, what's up? Good to see you back.
Put this apple on your head.
Why do you roar?
Kind of an obnoxious taunt here. I don't think we straws his face now, just because there's like no immediate value to it. Jeez. You know, it's probably actually correct to slam here. I was gonna throw Harrison down, but I think it's more correct to slam instead of having like 5 damage to just run into that. Yeah, I think that's right. Brushing your teeth. Well, I'm glad my gameplay can accompany your toothbrushing. Wow. Yeah, okay. Almost makes me wish I held on to the slam. But I don't think any of this really matters. I don't see how we lose. I want to see what else he's got. He's got like, oh yeah, Leroy, unorthodox as well. Tons of unorthodox stuff. Wow. I mean, he's got to make a trade here, right? He hits into there, and then he's hoping you got no answer to that. But hilariously enough, we can BGH Leroy. What was that? I mean, it's his only play, right? He's dead without it.
I wonder if...
Oh. Well, kind of strange. I guess he's just trying to push as much damage, force you to make the trades. Yeah, makes sense. Alright, well, queue times have actually been decent today. Looks like that's continuing. Nice to see.
Garrosh versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer. Victory or death.
Okay. I mean, these are definitely throwaways. Karen is like such a hex target in this matchup. Loses a lot of value. And, yeah, depending on how aggressive this guy is, there's often some early targets. Obviously, Argent Squire, kind of annoying, but I think it is worth coining out this Armorsmith to try to deal with it and probably get the Taskmaster out as well. Alright, scratch that. We'll slam instead. It does look like this is a aggressive variety of Sham. Luckily we've drawn the, well, most of our good options.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
I don't know if it's right here to Taskmaster or to Acolyte. I actually think Acolyte's probably better. Right? He opened up very aggressive. We know he's got lots of other aggressive stuff. Yeah, we can just snipe behind that and probably shoot this other one. Get a couple draws. See what we get here first. Interesting. Yeah, don't mind that at all. That's a little interesting. So I was actually thinking about whether or not you execute here, which is weird, but I think this is better. I don't think you shield slam. And then I'm also not sure if you swing. I think I will. Just for like Flame Tongue, something like that. He's gonna get efficient bumps. Oh, this Hearthstone. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Yeah, we'll overdraw ourselves. I don't care. And you're gonna make some orange juice. I can't tell if you're joking. Isn't orange juice after brushing your teeth like literally one of the worst things on the planet? Like, it just tastes horrible. Do I execute first? Because we're going to overdraw, so why not? Let's do that. And then Harrison. Now we'll only overdraw by one the start of next turn. Yeah, there we go. Doesn't matter. I'm a weirdo man and brush teeth first, then drink orange juice. I mean, there's nothing wrong with, you know, like brushing your teeth and then going ahead and eating. Like, I'll do that sometimes. If I eat, like, a snack or something, I'll brush my teeth and then I'll eat, I don't know, shortly after. It's like, as long as you're not brushing your teeth so many times in a day that it's, like, damaging your gums, your teeth, or something like that. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. It's more just the taste. Like, you know, certain things really taste different after brushing your teeth. And at least in my experience, the orange juice is probably the worst thing. But definitely not for you. Interesting. Yeah, I'm fascinated by that. Huh. Going first, do we keep Armorsmith? I don't think so. The mirror is so weird. So weird. There's always the tiny chance that this person's playing like that aggro warrior, and then I'm going to regret throwing away all that stuff, but I really like Drakes. I like Cairn. You know, just high value cards that are going to eat removal. Stuff that you can chip away at their armor with. And if you're going first, or sorry, if you're going second, like you've got coin with Armorsmith, I often like to coin it out because it's a good way to chip armor. Yeah. I feel like he probably should have coined that, but whatever, that's fine. Good way to chip armor, and it's difficult for most warriors to deal with, except for us, because we run Twilight Drake. I almost never like shield block on 3 as well. I critique that pretty hard with other players. In the mirror, you usually want to hero power as often as possible, and it means shield block on 5+. Right, so you can do it with the hero power both, but if he's got like a shield slam here, I guess building up the armor early could be good. It's an execute, which is also fine. Now we could armor up. Yeah, I think we're gonna do this. I don't actually know if we're gonna hit here. I don't want to play the Black Knight with no targets.
Engaging TC-130 until
I was gonna say, unless I have an idea that he's probably not running taunts, because some control warriors aren't running taunts, but some run things like Senjin, right? We run Sunwalkers. Other guys do too. So I'd rather hold it just in case they do. Seeing that MC Tech, though, is kind of like a... Wow, I'm seeing 2 of them. It's a bit of an indicator that he's probably not. But I don't know that it's enough to push me to play it still. Especially because we're not really taking any kind of serious damage, right? We can just keep armoring up. We've got big scary dudes to drop later. Sometimes the way these control mirrors go as well, if you're running like Cork runs and things like that, one of the warriors can actually just like beat you down if you play too much to try to get value, you know. Things like Karen and whatnot. Don't think we're gonna try to force any overdraw, but let me think here. He's a couple cards ahead because he's done shield blocks, but we're probably gonna do those as well. So you can sort of equate that. But we have the option of like Taskmaster or to get in a Whirlwind. We'll just do this. Get out the rag. Honestly, both targets are fine. He's used one piece of hard removal in his execute, so we're probably getting shield slammed here, would be my guess.
I've got the beast in my
Okay, BGH. Also makes sense. Yeah, see, this is where it starts to get into like, he could just beat us down. So originally I was comfortable just dropping Alex, but there's no need to get it out. So I think instead, we'll hit, we'll Sunwalker, and we'll armor up. We don't need the Armor Smith out. One, because if he hits Bubble, it doesn't generate armor, and two, just trying to be efficient about the hero power again.
Armor made to fit.
Okay, I think this is fine. Something like the Black Knight would really ruin you here. Yeah, he doesn't have the mana for it now, but yeah, almost anything else here is fine. I still think we're saving Harrison for a Gore Hell. The only thing that sucks about Alex is that he can run that in and then execute. But I don't think it's a huge deal. I'm getting more tempted to run out the Black Knight just naked. He's got 4 damage. Like, we're not looking at immediate lethal. Even if he was going to do something really risky, like just, you know, enraged Grom hit face kind of deal, I still think we can recover from that. Because you can do something like that and then follow it up with a Gore Hell if he just pushes everything to face. But yeah, I think this is the execute, and whatever, you're just going to have to eat removal in this matchup generally. I'd love to BGH this, but we just don't have it here, so I think I'm gonna Whirlwind instead of Taskmaster, because Taskmaster's got the synergy with Grom. And not that I know what he'd be running with 5 attack, but it's also got a bit of synergy with BGH, right? If you can buff something up and blast it. And at this point, I'm not really concerned about the fact that this costs 1 more mana either. No, what we really need, though, is to be able to draw cards and get into some of our answers. We're not drawing the best stuff here. We could slam our own Armor Smith for the draw. We could Taskmaster it and run in, but I think just slamming this is better. I think at this point I'm comfortable just running out the Black Knight. Running Cork runs and MC Tech, I just can't see where he would fit in a taunt. I think it's unlikely that he's got something, but who knows? We could be sad that we don't get value out of it. Alright, he's trying to set up for lethal. Sad thing is, we just don't have answers. I could have... I mean, that's good. I could have Harrison to try to draw into more answers. Nothing with the Taskmaster, right? It's only 7, yeah. Same with Geddon. I guess we could have done something like that, a Taskmaster Geddon play, but I don't like that. I actually think that this is fine. He might think about brawling here.
Let the pain speak to me.
Another whirlwind? Oh no, he does that and brawls. Wow. So he's really hoping to win this. Great. That might just be the game. Wow, I don't know why he wouldn't have whirlwinded before. I mean, maybe not for the draw, but... Whew. Yeah, if he does that, would I ever Taskmaster the Acolyte? I don't think so. Would I? I don't want to Geddon.
Justice shall prevail.
I'm just going to do that, because we still might get a draw. Or 2 off of Harrison. Gotta be kind of careful. I think he's going to run out of threats pretty soon. Very small chance he's running something like a Ysera, or... You know, he might have a Reg and a Grom would be my thinking. But even just 1 draw off of this is probably preferable. Wonder if he's thinking about running out Reg here. No, he's thinking about a War Axe. Huh. Ooh, it's tempting to just Grom. Obviously he can get hit with an Execute. I think... Did he use 1 or both? I want to say he used both. I'm actually going to do it. He's used the Brawl. Pushing this damage is going to help anyway because we're breaking through armor. Yeah. I don't think he's got a way out of it. He used his shield blocks. He used Alex. There we go. Hit 5. And it's just crazy how much faster you climb when you play good decks, eh? But now that we hit 5, I'm pretty tempted to play some not good decks. Not this stream, but probably next one. Man, I wonder if this is just people like trying to push to legend at the end of the season, so there's so much zoo. There was a span there where we weren't seeing that much zoo, and it was really nice and refreshing. But I guess all good things must come to an end. So we're probably playing the Taskmaster on something with 1 health, which makes me not really want the Execute. Obviously, they work well together. But yeah, I'd rather mulligan for stuff like that. This is probably our turn 3 play. Of course, if this is handlock. Yeah, we're just squelching. It's fine. Yeah, if this is handlock, we're maybe sad that we threw that Execute away. It looks like it is. We're still comfortable doing this. If he gets a Drake out, we can shield block, shield slam. Here it is. So not too bad. That's bad though. That's where you want that Execute. Alright. We're committing to Harrison, not putting Jaraxxus's hands into the museum. This gives us the option to War Axe. Okay, he's just gonna heal. I'm gonna say, or just Cairn next turn. Although that's another option now. Probably a good one. I like Cairn, but I think the reasoning against Cairn is that Handlocks often run like 1 or 2 owls, and that's your prime owl target. So you'd be able to make pretty efficient trades, either hit with both or hit with one and just Mortal Coil. Because he's got so much draw, there's a really good chance he's actually got it. And luckily, he wasn't able to follow this up with any giants, so I think it's probably Cairn here, but I should explore Geddon as well. Geddon's mana efficient. Damaging these is kind of nice, but it's not like we don't need it. Just like, when else do you want to play Geddon? There's not really a particular time. Yeah, I don't actually know if this is better. I really don't know. Because I'm assuming he's going to, like, Argus this. This is my thinking. And I'm hoping we could just leave this. But that's his BGH target. Oh, that is fine. That is just fine. That Cairn escapes. We can War Axe that. This is beautiful. I think our only question is, like, what do we do this turn? Back? Oh, welcome back, Sotos. Feels good. You're a strange man, but we love you for it. Alright. I'm gonna shoot this. I'm gonna hit this, and then I'm just gonna run this out. I actually don't know if it's standard to run 2 owls or 1 in Handlock, but this is probably the point where he's least likely to have the second owl. Ah, there it is. Near the end there. Shit, now we can't Taskmaster this. Little unfortunate, but not too bad. Just trying to think how much damage we want to take. I do want to do this. I don't know if this is correct. I'm gonna go with it. Yeah, second L is pretty annoying, but I knew it was a possibility. The thing is, we don't have any card draw here, which is why I kind of want to build a bit of a board all of a sudden. But we're really susceptible to any kind of board clear. So like running that in, hit face Hellfire, any kind of Shadow Flame play. Usually you're gonna buff for something, Power Overwhelming, Shadow Flame, something like that. It's really unfortunate, but even just hitting like that is pretty good for him. Yeah, there's the Hellfire. Not great. What are the chances he kills us? I'd say it's pretty high. Yes, not really fascinated or really intrigued by the idea of running out Alex there, because I think we're probably dead if we do. Oh shit. Oh, we need our own Black Knight then. Even then we're still probably dead. 8, 12, 14. What do you think the chances are that he's got 1 damage, hey? flocks don't run damage in their top 22 cards, do they? You know, Soulfire's power overwhelming Leroy Jenkins. It's actually a Hellfire. One of the things I didn't list. Yeah, it was too bad. I don't know if there was a point in that game where we could have done something different to kind of flip the outcome. Nothing really seemed like a bad play in retrospect. Might have just been a matter of drawing. I still think it's correct to throw away the execute just by the number of zoos that you see in the mulligan. But obviously if we would have kept that, it would have helped a bunch. We go first. So do we actually want 2 war axes? I don't think so. Kind of seems like blasphemy. I actually probably would if we had coin. Most of these paladins are going to be aggro, but even if they're not, sometimes they're like a more mid-rangey control variety, but they'll run like a knife juggler. They'll run Argent Squire, things that you still want to hit with the fiery war axe. So I mean, I think it's just a great. Well, everyone knows it's like one of the best cards in all of Classic, but I think against Paladin, it is easily just one of the best cards. Bit of a question as to whether or not we run out the Armor Smith. The thing that points me to it is it makes his hero power a lot worse because we can just start bumping. Like, he might not even want to use it here. Looks like he's gone to. But the knock against it is the fact that this Twilight Drake is going to get 1 less health when we play it, but I think that's okay. True silver, I guess. Alright. Well, Drake is still good against that. His other forecast cards could bone us. But I don't really mind. Like, Hammer for him is pretty good if he hammers and swings. But if he uses like a Consecrate here to get rid of this, which is probably kind of okay for him because there's not like a lot of good control warrior boards to consecrate. I'm also fine with making it trade. It's like half of a forecast card plus another forecast for ours. Love this. This is one of my favorite combinations in the whole deck. It's so satisfying to hit like that. And now this becomes even more problematic. He does have the option to heal, I assume, going into the game, late in the game. Lay on Hands, Guardian of Kings. So some of this early damage might be completely irrelevant, but the nice thing in this matchup about pushing early damage is it might force him to use some of that heal that we can then knock down with Alex if we draw it at a decent time. This gets real interesting. So I was just going to plop down Sunwalker. And then I think I would have just taken this out and went face. Because this will easily pop the bubble. So it's still an option. Because you would hit there with the Sunwalker. You'd have to hit. Or like if he hits this face, it's still not enough. Then you'd have to get more damage elsewhere. But the Drake is going to be a what? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 2, 4, 6s. Still not sure you hit. You probably do that. Don't know. I actually don't know. My gut tells me that Sunwalker is still the play. A deck like this could run something like the Black Knight. Certainly not a standard card in the matchup. These kinds of trades are okay. I would say my biggest fear is like an owl door, probably.
My ship.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, don't really mind that. We'll slam the bubble to start. Ah, a good card. Look at this whirlwind. Kind of a funny thing here. I was gonna play the Drake first because you know you get the extra bit of health, but then it's like you just whirlwind it down anyway. So who really cares? So I'm gonna do this. Still not gonna swing because he's got heal. Though I was a little bit tempted because Gorehell gets like real good here. That's a humility. Yeah, still not bad because we haven't really had a board that's like real appealing to equality yet, and I don't think that's gonna change. We'll hit here. We'll hit here. Plop that down. Armor up. Now we've got 5. We could actually shield slammer at Grom. So we're looking at 15, but it's probably going to be Gorehowl. And then hope to set up lethal with Grom. But we're also into that Tyrion mana now. Okay, and here's the outdoor.
Drink with me, friend.
That's a cool interaction. I like that. That is very cool. Seven, 8, 9. So you could be real gutsy and you could actually go face with Gorehowl this turn, push 9 damage and hope to get 10 the next turn. But I think the chance is that he throws down a taunt or something like that is probably pretty high. Or that he heals. I guess here, what do we have? We've got 9. We're still setting up lethal by dropping the Armor Smith and pushing 1 damage. With the same kind of strat. It looks like we'll get it. Jesus. With the voice crack, too. Alright, just having the 1 armor there. Very, very nice. Alright, we'll do another one here. Come on, keep up the good queue times. I want to see those like 14-minute estimations. That shit was terrifying. Alright, not too bad. What the hell? This is like one of those weird anime portraits. I don't like them. I think this is gonna be right almost every time. Like at least that. Just thinking about the Acolyte. Do you ever keep it? You go first? I don't think so. I think it's still probably right to just armor up on 3, even if you have an Acolyte in hand. Obviously, there's some variability there, but I do like having a War Axe in case they plop down an Acolyte. Yeah, I don't like the actual Garrosh here, but I will say I really like the sword. As little as I know about World of Warcraft, I do know that most of their weapons have like cool names and stuff, right? Like, isn't Tyrion's weapon? It's got, what is it, the Ashbringer? Doomhammer's like actually a WoW thing. I wonder if this is like actually a cool weapon by lore terms. See, this is why I don't like Acolyte. He doesn't gain any armor. He's gonna end up dealing 1 damage, but you can just War Axe and armor up on 4. Whereas, like, if you didn't play it, I would just armor up War Axe, not swing, you know? Unless you're, like, really desperate for the draw. Like, if your hand is just total garbage.
What now?
Armor made to fit.
Yeah, see, this I don't mind as much. Do we get out our own armor smith? I don't know. I think we do. Just trying to work it out, because like you could get a clean shot off with Cairn potentially, but if he hits any War Axes, we just War Axe right back. Something else I'm comfortable with, and then you run out the Cairn onto an empty board, which means he doesn't have a chance to hit and execute. So yeah, I think that's right. It's one of the most tough cards to deal with. I think more and more I actually like keeping Cairn in your starting hand in the mirror, because it's so nice to be able to drop it on 6. It's like it gains you so much tempo that turn, and that tempo sometimes just like snowballs through the rest of the game. Like, does he double shield slam it here? Does he like hit, or like shield slam, hit, execute? There we go, we're only execute. So like it eats 2 pieces of removal. Oh, it's just so rude. Geddon's a bit of a weird one, because it can just get BGH'd and then you're like super sad. But we have the Slam follow-up. And again, if he's playing BGH, it means he doesn't have the opportunity to play something like his own Geddon. Although he could like swing Geddon and let it kill.
I've got the beast in my sight.
Okay, there's the BGH. We're almost certainly slamming. That's interesting. Do I have any interest in doing that? Because he already used 1 Whirlwind, which makes it a little bit harder for him to deal 1 damage, but no, I don't think it's worth it. I think you still do this. Hit. And then Armor Smith is actually here to potentially eat a rag hit. Because that's the only thing that would suck. Rag dealing 8 damage to that. Like, Alex is fine. We can, like, Taskmaster execute. We hit execute rag. Which is probably what we do. And he's not going to kill us at 26. Like, even Sunwalker is fine or whatever, but because he's used the removal that he has, I think this is just a stronger play. Forces him to have the other execute, basically. Which odds are against him. Or do like a 50-50 brawl, I suppose, but hell, I'll take those odds. Okay, the other rag. I suppose I didn't include that. Oof, we're lucky as hell. Oh, jeez. Trying to attack with Reg. Alright, now I don't want to play anything else out, just for the brawl. I'll play out a Sunwalker if he equips a Gore Howl, probably. Because it could set up lethal. Or if he does this. Because this kind of indicates that he's... I guess maybe he's just trying to win over 2 turns with Grom. That's possible too. Do we Acolyte Sunwalker? We don't Grom. Acolyte or Shield Block. I think we Acolyte. Again, the problem there is Brawl, but you could actually run that in if you want. The Brawl gives him a 1 in 4 chance to just win on the spot. But he's basically got no other chance than that. I guess the Black Knight could really screw us. And that way Shield Block gets you out of it. But we use both of our executes, so we'd need a BGH. Or a Shield Slam. No, I think Shield Block is better than the Acolyte. I've convinced myself now. And then, yeah, I don't know. I don't think you hit though. Because, yeah, now we're not dead to the Black Knight. And we potentially get 2 hits there to kill him.
Armor made to fit.
Back to work.
This is the War Axe. Alright. So you can hit, push 10 damage. But we're okay with that, right? Hit. It's dead. Hit. 10 damage. I don't know how we generate 3 more damage. So our other option is you just play Grom, use his removal, and then he's gonna like slowly chip away. Because yeah, what other threats does he have? He probably doesn't have much. Wow, this is actually a really tough one. Cards, 13. You know, it's probably Grom. It's probably Grom is the play. So strange. But yeah, he's just used more threats. I'm trying to think what else he could possibly have. And you know, there's the odd list that runs like a Ysera type thing. But I'm not exactly expecting it. The fact that he's swinging here is maybe good for us. If he's got Gore Howl, it's not. He hits, he Gore Howls. The Sunwalker. Okay. I don't think he's going to want to brawl this. Let's do that. Right, hits, Gore Howls. Or he hits, Gore Howls. Like, we're not dead. Ooh. That's a little nasty. Yeah, now we are dead to Gore Howl. We want Alex on her own face, really. Ooh. Do we Acolyte Whirlwind? We give him a draw, but we get a draw. What do we hope for? It's got to be 6 mana or less. We've already got both Sunwalkers. I think we only got 1 shield block. But you get executes. Maybe a shield slam. I don't know. Otherwise, what? You Black Knight, you hit, you just hope he doesn't have Gorehell.
What now?
Yeah, I don't want to give him the draw.
None.
Tough. I'm guessing we're dead to Gorehell.
There are. You are not ready.
Still not real good though. At least we can hit before we give him a draw if we want. But yeah, we have to.
I'm invincible.
I think it's still right to do that. We have to draw something that'll save us. I don't know what else we could possibly do. Dang. Alright, well, I think that's going to be my last game of the day. That one was an interesting one. I feel like I've never really had a control warrior mirror go quite like that. I'm kind of playing it over in my head, still trying to think if we should have done things at all differently, but I don't know. I might actually watch the VOD of that one. I'm kind of curious. Yeah, in any case, appreciate everyone watching on Twitch and YouTube. Hopefully we'll see you another time. Planning on being back tomorrow. I've been a little more loosey-goosey with my my schedule, but I think that actually might continue. We'll see. Sunday's still flagged as like a day off, but yeah, normally I'll go tomorrow with more Hearthstone, and if we are back tomorrow, or whatever our next Hearthstone stream happens to be, not sure what I'll run. I mean, we're at the bottom of rank 5, right? So at a rank floor, always a good time to experiment. Don't particularly care about hitting legend, but I've actually been having fun playing some of these more meta decks again, going back to the control warrior and hunter that actually got us to legend before. So I'm not sure. Maybe we'll end up doing some more of that and actually make a push for legend, but there's at least one paladin deck somebody sent me, and there's like a mage deck as well in the suggestions on Discord, so probably at least take a look at those, evaluate them, see if I feel like playing them, or maybe I'll throw something else together, but that's kind of what I'm thinking for now. Yeah, anyway, thanks again everyone for watching, and enjoy the rest of your night.